everyone, and welcome back to our kitchen. Today we're going to prepare a turkey. We've been getting a lot of requests on how we prepare our turkey, so today we're going to prepare one so you can see a step-by-step on how we prepare it. So today we're going to show you the easiest way to marinate your turkey. And my husband here is going to help me because this is really his thing. He loves turkey. For Thanksgiving, we always have a traditional Thanksgiving dinner. Because my youngest daughter loves Thanksgiving, the turkey and all the other
the mashed potatoes, the gravy,
yeah,
corn. So that's what we're gonna do. We're going to head and prepare this particular turkey. It's easy, it's simple, and we're gonna show you how to do it.
We're gonna start out by removing the turkey from the bag. This one is already unthawed. And normally you would want to begin to unthaw your turkey about 3 to 5 days before the day that you're gonna prepare it. And I'm gonna leave in the description the size and how many days it should take to unthaw your turkey, so you can go back and reference to that whenever you need to. All right, so we're just gonna remove it from the bag. We're gonna rinse it, and then we're gonna pat it dry with a paper towel, and we're gonna begin to stuff it and marinate it.
How big is this one? 12 pounds.
12 pounds.
So this is a 12 pounder. This bad boy, it was already started to thaw, so we just left it out overnight and it's perfect. It's ready to go. So you do need to have it 3 days prior.
3 or 4 days.
3 or 4 days to have it ready to go. Scissors. Some turkeys do not have the little net, so you don't have to
worry about that.
Worry about this part. That.
Here's your scissors again.
Put this to the side. All right,
Just kidding, we don't really work like that.
So if you can, I don't know if you can hear it.
Oh.
It does have a lot of
juices, guts.
And we have to clean this out. You have to clean out your turkey. Make sure it's nice, and then we're gonna pat it with paper towel once we're done. So let's get started on washing this bad boy.
Do you want to do it in the sink to remove the plastic?
Yes, because it's gonna squirt everywhere. It's gonna be Halloween all over again. All right. So that way you don't damage the turkey. Make sure you get a little pinch of the plastic, and that's when you're gonna make your cut. And open. Look at that beautiful boy or girl. All right. More. And those are the juices I was talking about. Look at that. Bring that to the side. And I'm gonna go ahead and rinse the towel.
Okay, so now to prepare the marinade, we're gonna need 3 sticks of butter, which is 1.5 cups of butter. And this is very important that it's at room temperature, so it's easier to break down. This one I let sit outside of the refrigerator for about an hour. I'm just gonna add it to the bowl. And then we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients. Just break it down a little bit more, so while we chop up the rest of the ingredients, this will soften up a little bit more to make it easier to mix. There we go. I'm just gonna leave the spatula in there. Okay, and I'm also gonna add about 4 garlic cloves. This one's fairly small and the other ones are kind of large. I like to add a lot of garlic because it does add a lot of flavor to pretty much any dish. So you can finely mince it, but I'm just gonna use this garlic press. Make it quicker. Mince a small handful of fresh parsley. Just to give you a rough idea on how much parsley I'm going to use. It's about 1/4 of a cup of freshly chopped parsley. And these are my Hexclad knives, which I love because they work so well. Well, I'm just going to add it directly into the butter. And now we're going to add the zest from one orange. Okay. You can also use a lemon, but since we're going to be putting oranges inside of the turkey to fill it, this is going to give it even more flavor. And we're also going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil into the mix. The olive oil is so it doesn't burn the butter as it's cooking in the oven.
Yeah, it doesn't allow that butter to burn. So that's the reason of using the olive oil.
When you're frying something and you're using butter, you add a little splash of olive oil. If you don't add the splash of olive oil, then the butter starts to turn a little bit dark.
That smells good.
Okay, I think that's good. Last year we didn't do a whole lot of Thanksgiving recipes because we made the bad decision of doing a kitchen renovation during the holidays. And all through October through November,
Through the beginning of December,
our kitchen was a mess.
yes. So there was, what is that? December, there was still no countertop. It came in about the second week of December.
Second week of December.
And then they pretty much picked up from there. But once they got the countertop in, everything started coming out together. But it was a lot of work.
We made a chicken outside, and since we didn't know where anything was, I just seasoned it with butter and these little packets right here, and it came out so delicious, and it gave it such a beautiful color. So I thought that this year I would add it to the marinade to see if we get that same color that we did with the chicken, because we tried it on a chicken, we haven't tried it on a turkey. So hopefully we get that same results. But first, let's add some olive oil in there. And then I'm gonna cut up the orange, and we're gonna add the juice from the orange as well. I think these are navel oranges. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna use the little smasher. Just
The masher?
If it would have been a snake, it would have bit me. So we're gonna add the 2 little seasoned packets. These are Sazon Golla. These have cilantro and achiote. The achiote is gonna add a lot of flavor and color to the turkey. Okay, because I've got everything in there. We didn't get a bowl for the trash. That's all. I'm gonna start putting it there.
That's fine. Well, we'll get to that. We're going as we go, so we're trying to do it as.
You know what? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been putting up videos, and I spend so many hours editing for my other platforms, and I'm just, you know what? For my YouTube, I'm just gonna do raw footage.
We're gonna do as minimal as editing, and you can see us going back and forth. You can see trash here, trash there, but you'll still get to see. I mean, we'll still, if the kids come down or something, we'll cut that off. But we're trying to be as natural as possible. That's the way it's the kitchen. I mean, you'll see a famous chef cooking, and they're like, "Man, that kitchen's always clean." Well, yeah,
it doesn't stay like that.
It's edited, so probably something's already cooking or pre-cooked, and they just bring it over. But for this, I mean, we're cooking as we get to see everything as we're doing it, and it's something easy for you guys to follow along. Let's say, hey, I want to make that too. Just let the video play. Cook as you go. Laugh with us, enjoy it. It's we do stuff and we're laughing. We're like, "Where's this? Oh, I thought I had this out. Where's that?"
We don't always have everything right at hand. We'll be like, "Oh shoot, I forgot this," and then we're over here scrambling looking for something that we missed. So that we do take out, but It happens to everybody.
Yeah.
So from now on, it's gonna be raw footage.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
it's just nothing is perfect. So if you're looking at it, you're like, oh man, why does it come out perfect all the time? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But today, everything's as it goes. As the bird comes out, that's the way it's gonna come out.
Okay,
So it's gonna be fun.
Now I'm just gonna add salt and pepper.
Is it?
Is this soda?
It's not so lean.
Butter is not lean. And this is just to your liking. I'm just gonna add a freshly ground black pepper and salt to add more flavor.
Is that coming out?
Yeah, it's coming out. A little bit at a time. I need to invest in a better one.
If anybody can recommend one or wants to send one? Okay. No, because you'll probably get some bloopers too. Because sometimes that pepper shaker does not work sometimes. And we're like,
The salt works fine, but the pepper
Yeah,
is
the
like,
pepper, I
you
think
really gotta work at it. Okay, I think we're good. Because we're gonna season the bird too with salt and pepper. So ya se pegó todo aquí. It's softening up a little bit more, so now it's making it easier to mix everything. Salts. We did it on the chicken last year, but this year, and I also, last year what I did different, I melted the butter in the microwave and then added the achiote. So we'll see what results we have this year. Experiment as we go sometimes, so. And that you will see in our kitchen. We do a lot of experimenting. Okay, so now we're just gonna set it aside and we're gonna prepare the bird. And for that, love, you are gonna take over. So you can handle that bird. Let me get this out of the way.
should I leave it on the paper towel?
Yeah, just leave it on there. Stop it. Stop it. That did not just happen. Oh my God, you're so dramatic. Here's your turkey. I want the turkey. Let me wash the knife. You're so dramatic. Oh dear. Carefully lift the skin.
You gotta be careful. Real
The
careful.
turkey has thicker skin, so this is easier to do on a turkey than it is on a chicken. The chicken has a little bit thinner skin. It's harder to get it in there without breaking it.
Oh yeah, baby. I'm cooking.
Should we season the inside first with salt and pepper?
Yeah, we're gonna season it inside, but let me loosen up the skin.
Should I just use regular pepper for that? Because that...
Yeah, let's use regular pepper. Yeah, I don't think that was really coming out much.
Just be careful when you add it in there because it comes out quite a bit. You know what? I'll pour it in here so you don't...
All right, so I got this section good to go. I just don't want to pull it too much because and then on this side, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Good.
Loosen that up. There we go.
So now there's salt in there.
Look at that. All right. Okay, I think we're good on this side. And then just this side. All the way. Right there. Yeah. I think that's good right here, baby.
Yeah, we have to do it on this side too, so we can put butter on this side too. We'll work together here. Don't forget the legs too. There we go. Got it. Because you want this one to be seasoned too. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna stuff it and then we're gonna marinate it. Let me take off the paper towel.
Yeah, let me lift the bed. Ah, look at that. Look at that. All right.
All right, so now we're gonna stuff it. We're gonna stuff it with orange,
Move this right for a little bit.
a couple sprigs of rosemary. Here, you can season the inside with salt and pepper.
And we just toss it in there.
Yeah, just come. Here, let me hold it so you can see.
Yeah! It's okay.
It's okay.
It's all good.
It's okay.
Sorry. I was gonna rub the outside anyway.
Okay, just rub it inside. Rub it inside.
Wait.
Wipe down the. want the other one on the outside.
It's fine. We're gonna rub it with the thing anyway.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah,
We gotta put some more anyway.
Now it's gonna be extra peppery.
That's right. It's gonna come out really good. Hey, throw it in there. That's in there. That's
should be
nice.
good, babe.
That's nice and coated in there. All right. Okay.
All right, so
What's
we're gonna
next?
add a couple sprigs of rosemary. Toss it in there. And then we're gonna add 1 orange. No, 2 oranges actually. Oops.
And these oranges are washed.
Yeah, we already washed them. 2 oranges.
Put them in there.
Hold on, let me cut the onion too. Okay. Just gonna take off the brown part of it. There's that
Right.
one. Okay. Sorry, I'm taking forever.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
This
Makes
one-
up for the pepper.
Here, should we just do 1 onion? Oh,
No. Just,
Okay.
and then you can do the
the oranges.
oranges.
Make sure it's nice and stuffed.
Yeah, nice in there. And I can put another one over here.
Another orange? I
Yeah.
cut these smaller so you can kind of squeeze them in there.
Yeah.
There you go. And then that one. I think we're good with
Yeah.
that.
We can put that one in the front.
Okay, there you go. Can you fit it in there?
Here. You know what? Let's put this one after we put in the butter. We'll put it in the front so it can be full.
Okay. So we're gonna rub it with the butter. And we're gonna start by adding the butter inside. Look at the beautiful color the butter has. That's what's gonna give our turkey that beautiful color that we want. Butter, you really wanna be generous. The more butter you add, the juicier your turkey's gonna come out. Also keep it from drying up. Depending on the size of your turkey, it depends on how long you cook it. Now, I'm also gonna leave in the description the amount of time that you should be leaving your turkey in the oven depending on the size. That way you can have that to reference back on as well. You want to get some in the legs too, so squeeze it in there. Kind of just spread it out once you have a blob of butter in there. Just kind of spread it out. And try to spread it out as much as you can. And if you can't, you know, it's fine because once it starts cooking in the oven, the butter starts to smelt, it's gonna spread out. Let's do this one right here. Let's get a blob of butter in there. And just kind of spread it out. Just a little bit more here. There we go. And now we're just gonna, whatever we have remaining here, we're gonna rub it on the outer part of the turkey. And look at that beautiful color. And we're gonna leave a little bit in here so when, once the turkey is almost ready to take out, we're gonna add a little bit to the top. Once we have this ready, we're gonna tie the legs together. Do you wanna tie it? I'll hold the legs and you tie it. She's almost ready. Okay, so now we're gonna put it on the
Rotisserie bread?
roaster. Hey, we haven't
Turn on the oven.
turned on the oven.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, they said.
Turn on the oven?
Yeah, turn on the oven.
Let's turn on the oven. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna use 1 cabbage. We're probably not gonna use the entire cabbage, but we want to make a nice little bed. on the bottom to sit the turkey on. And then we're gonna cover it with the bigger pieces. We're gonna cover the top of the turkey, just a couple of layers on the top, and then we'll cover it with that aluminum foil so it can sweat. Right?
Mm-hmm. Did we get aluminum foil?
We have enough, to
Okay.
cover it.
Here, I'll get it. Perfect. Well, you can't use that.
We're gonna use it.
You're gonna eat it.
Hopefully I can drop it. It's nice and buttery.
It's a perfect fit.
Look at that. Good job, man. Beautiful. That bud looks like $1 million. Get some more of this butter on here. Nice and buttery.
Rest on you. Your legs.
Alright, look at that. Ooh, it's already
Changing color?
changing color.
Yeah, wait till it's done.
Alright, so she's beautiful right there. Alright. Were you gonna add more butter on there or not?
No,
till
that's
later?
it. I was just using whatever was in the tray.
Okay, so use these.
Okay.
We're ready to cover?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna
Go
use
for it.
these bigger pieces of cabbage to cover the bird. Look at that. I think that's all we're gonna want. One more. Just wanna make sure it's covered. Look at that.
I found. She's naked over here.
Snake it over there. See if I can get a piece right here.
Let me move this out of the way.
Get that nice little cover. There we go. Ta-da! All right. And then we can save this. There we
Okay,
go.
so I'm hoping we have enough aluminum, babe.
I think we might. Yeah.
Oh yes, thank you, thank you. Doesn't have to be entirely covering it, just enough so it can. Does it have to be? I don't think it. I'm not gonna tightly seal it. I'm just gonna place it over the turkey.
Okay, nice to cook it.
The oven is already ready to go. Do you want me to put another
Let's put one more over.
one more?
Yeah, just to seal in the heat.
Sure, let's do. It's okay. It's fine.
I'm gonna put
But
it.
the cabbage is gonna help it do that. It should be fine. It will be more than fine.
This is stuff that's raw footage. Normally, at this point, we would stop, make a trip out to the store. Not today! Not today!
All right,
Can
ready?
you have it for me? Just gonna put it in there.
Careful, don't trip. And she's in.
She's in. 10:37. We are in Arizona. So about 10, 11, 12, 1.
12:30?
12:30, 1? 1 o'clock. But this point is where we clean up and start on something else.
And while the turkey's cooking, we're going to use the giblets that we took out of the turkey to prepare the broth that we're going to use to prepare the gravy. You can also use store-bought gravy, but in order for these ingredients not to go to waste, we're going to boil it with half an onion, a handful of cilantro, 2 to 3 stalks of celery, and 1 large carrot roughly chopped. Season it with salt to your liking, but in my case, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of chicken bouillon to add more flavor to the broth. Bring these ingredients to a boil over medium-high heat. Once it reaches a boil, turn it down to low heat and continue to boil these ingredients for about 2 to 3 hours on very low heat. Time to take out the turkey. Well, not completely take out. We're going to remove the cabbage. Ready?
Ready. Whew.
It's not completely done. We're just going to remove the aluminum and the cabbage. Let me get some. Come on, Rick. You're going to burn your hands.
It's okay. Got it.
Ya se quema.
There we go.
There you go. I'll do it. No quiero que te quemes tus manitas.
Oh wow,
lindas.
look at this. Look at this.
Okay. So I still have the butter from earlier. So we're just going to take off the top one.
Yeah.
Las tapitas. So we're going to cover the feet so it doesn't burn them. Ah! Touched it. Okay. All right. I'm being real generous with the butter. We use, how much butter did we use? 1.5 cups of butter?
1.5 cups.
Okay, it's 1.
All right, so I'm gonna put it in this one. Ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. Ooh. Look at that.
That looks delicious. We're just gonna transfer it onto a cookie sheet because that's where we're gonna cut it. That's where all the magic is gonna happen. That's where we're gonna let it rest because you do have to let your turkey rest before you begin to cut it so all those juices can penetrate into the turkey. So we're gonna let it rest for about 2 hours.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna push it up a little. Right there. Put this one right here. And then I'll show it once I put it in here. I just don't want to burn myself.
Take these off.
You can leave those on.
You sure?
Yeah, leave those on.
Okay.
Wish I had a thinner one. All right, so let's try to get this out. I'm gonna get it from here. Which is perfect. Grab it from here.
Oh my gosh, that looks so delicious.
I'll get these out of the way. Let me move this out of the way. That way you guys can see the turk. There we go. Get this put it over here. One right there. Then, voila, the pollo.
And all the juice that's letting out right now, we're gonna use that juice as well to make the gravy. Let me go get the door.
We have visitors. It's actually turned out really nice. Really, really nice.
Hello. We are just about there. All our side dishes are done, the turkey is done. Now to prepare the gravy. We're going to take out 3 cups of the broth from the pot, and we're going to reserve the rest for other recipes, or to prepare more gravy if needed. Remove the remainder of the cabbage that remains in the roaster. Place a strainer over a medium saucepan and strain in the droppings from the turkey. Next, I'm going to add in the 3 cups of broth. To thicken up the gravy, we're going to dissolve 2 to 3 tablespoons of flour with a little bit of water. Add in the dissolved flour to the pot along with a small sprig of rosemary. Bring to a boil and let it simmer under low-medium heat for about 3 to 5 minutes, or until the gravy reaches your desired thickness. If it's too thick, add more broth to thin out the gravy, or more flour to thicken it if needed. Taste the gravy and season with salt and pepper if needed, or chicken bouillon. Carve the turkey and enjoy with your favorite Thanksgiving sides. From our family to yours, we want to wish you a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in our next video.